Now that's what I call a cold open.
This is Dan from Action Figure Magic, and we have a Jada Toys figure here that is as cool as ice, and this is none other than Iceman from Megaman, the original, the coolest villain on the planet, and Val Kilmer in Top Gun, and this guy is just perfect. The plastic on him is actually a little bit more rubbery than the other Mega Man figures that I have, which is interesting. I'll take a closer look at that. And here is the hero himself, our Mega Man figure. We'll put the arcade that he came from off to the side, and let's take a closer look at the box before we get back to the figure. We've got a nice little cartoon Iceman making some ice wind. We've got a pixelated Mega Man on the back. We have the action figure with his floating ice, which that'll come with the invisible stand for that cool effect that they've been including. And we've got a swappable head. We've got his ice blast, and we've got some swappable hands. So I'd say let's start playing with them. First up, we've got the bonus head. Both of them look like they're blowing the ice wind, and one of them is a more shocked, scared face, which he comes with out of the package, and then the other is the angry look, just ready to fight. And oh, actually, yeah. So as I mentioned before, it feels like it's more rubbery. So you can see actually on the inside, there's like a rubber coating where his hood is, and if you bounce it, it feels like it's a rubber ball versus Mega Man's head as hard as a rock, which is likely where his original name Rockman came from. And you can see the Mega Man has a shimmer gleam to the plastic, whereas it's more of a muted look to it. So that's kind of cool. Now, seeing this, his neck has a little bit of a back and forth. He's got a pivot on the upper part of it. And that means when we put this head on and we pop it on, he'll have a nice range of motion that he can go through. His hips look like they're slightly different. This does look like a different design than Mega Man, because when we opened up our Cutman figure, it was almost the exact same body, just some minor differences and a different head. But this guy looks like a completely different sculpt, and he's so much shorter. So let's pull in Cutman. You can see Cutman and Mega Man almost the exact same height, almost the exact same body sculpt, but Iceman is tiny, and everything on him is just, it seems unique, except that the hands are, and maybe the arms are a little bit reused. And he's got some articulation on his elbows, on his knees. That's very similar between Mega Man and Cutman. He's got the blasters on the bottom, and he's ready to shoot some ice at Mega Man. He's got cool little mechanics on his back, a little, I guess, rocket booster, so he can jump around, jump up, and get down. And now let's take a look at his bonus hands. We've got the high five hand, which is the similar one that Mega Man and Cutman come with. I actually think they all come with the same hands, just different colors. So we've got those. You just a lot of jazz hands going on. So I'd say let's give him the jazz hand. He's got the rock hands. We're swapping it out for the paper hand. And now we just got a bunch of guys who can do some jazz hands. Yeah, we're like one step away from a dance crew. And then we've got this hand, which looks like it's holding up to his mouth so he can get some ice going and freeze out Mega Man. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like that's like for his weapon. He's got the cold breath, and here he is, the translucent ice, which is just such a cool little blast. What they're doing with the blast effects and everything with this line of toys, and same thing with the Street Fighter from Jada Toys, they look so good. And we saw this with Mega Man and Cutman. It's a clear plastic stand that there's going to be a hole in the bottom of this that we put on there, and it just looks like it's floating. So if you're going to be displaying them where it looks like he's shooting his weapon, that's for display purposes, which is pretty awesome. I really appreciate that. I've grown to really like these. And yeah, so what we can do is we are going to show what the effect looks like. So he blows and he goes, I'm going to freeze you. And then the ice just goes, wah, and then someone gets frozen just slowly, because ice is not fast unless you're in an avalanche. So I'd say let's freeze Mega Man. Hey, Iceman, you're going to jail. There's too much heat on you. Ah, now I'm frozen. There's pretty much endless hours of fun we can do with these guys. And the more you get, the more different scenes you can play out with. Of course, I got Cutman and Iceman first. In my opinion, those are two of the best villains that are in the original Mega Man, but there's a lot of other ones. I think Gutsman would probably be my My third choice for the villain, I don't know if they have a Proto Man out yet, or if they're going to be doing a Dr. Wily, Dr. Light. All of these characters I would really enjoy. Get a, you know, just the whole Mega Man family. And I've mentioned this before. If they start doing the other lines of the other series, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, I would be all in on those. This Iceman looks amazing. Cutman's amazing. Mega Man's amazing. Jada Toy did such a good job. Thanks for watching and enjoy.